Hey guys, it's Crazy Comic Lady here, and a year ago today I uploaded my very first YouTube video. I can't believe it's been a year already, but man, I was originally going to do a Q&A for this video because I wanted to kind of do some kind of special video as it's been a year of uploading videos. But so I put up the Q&A video. And like tons of people asked me questions, and I sat down yesterday and I literally answered them all and recorded myself answering them all, and my voice was like dying by the end of it. I was thinking, my god, I must have been speaking for ages. And then I played it back and went, oh crap, this video is 2 hours long. So I kind of gave up on that idea because I'm not going to subject you to a 2 hour long video of me answering people's questions, because that was just crazy, and I'm not that mean. So yeah, I did get an awful lot of duplicate questions as well, which was really annoying because like every other question was like repeated, and I was like, why on earth didn't people just check to see which questions had already been asked? So yeah, that was kind of crazy. But yeah, I got so many questions on people asking me like what colour Copics I'd recommend, and I just thought that was just like so weird because I don't use Copics, and if you guys watch my videos it's kind of obvious that I'm not using Copics in my videos. I think there's only like 3 or 4 videos on my channel out of all the videos I've uploaded where I've actually used any Copics at all, because I don't really have that many. I do have some, but I don't really have enough colours to really blend together very well, and I don't really like mixing them with my Letraset branded markers, so that also answers a question that lots of people were asking me, why I don't use my Copics very much, because a lot of people know that I have them because I made that video ages ago when I bought the 25th anniversary set, and people are always asking, why don't you actually use them in your videos? And it's because I don't really have enough colours to blend together very well, so it's easier just to stick to my Letraset ones because it's easier. But this video at the moment that is playing now, I'm really glad this one was in the top 10 of my most viewed videos, because they're like 3 of my OC characters, and this video is so old. It was one of my earliest videos on YouTube, and it was so much fun. Because it was back when my YouTube was actually fun, because I uploaded my owner characters, and it was a lot more enjoyable than when I started doing requests. I really wish I hadn't done that, but I'm really glad this little Chibi Mermaid one is in the top 10. It's actually blocked in Germany. It was my first video that ever got blocked as well, so I started being really careful with how I uploaded music and stuff after that video got blocked. So I think only 3 or 4 of my videos are actually blocked. I know one of them is blocked in Japan, and that mermaid one was blocked in Germany, and I think, I did have one that I entered for a contest which got blocked in like every single country apart from America. It was so weird, but I changed the music on that because I don't like it when my videos get blocked. I'd rather YouTube just muted my videos instead of blocking them, because I don't know if there's an option to allow you to do that, but I'd rather that YouTube muted my videos, I think. So yeah, like I said, I got like tons of duplicate questions, so I'm going to answer like some of them. I got tons of people asking me about like if I get artist block and if I feel like unexpired. I think unexpired? That's not a word. Unmotivated. Uninspired, I meant to say. Oh, I suck with words. Yeah, I got a lot of people asking me if I get like unmotivated and stuff with my art. I got like 5 people ask me that question. And yeah, I do. If it's a picture I don't really enjoy, like requests kind of started dying for me because they became really unfun doing like pictures for other people. So if I can do stuff which is my own art, then I don't get really artist block. I can usually draw something. Occasionally I'll kind of want to colour something and I can't be asked to draw something or something like that, but I don't really get like major artist block. I mean, when I was at college and university and stuff, I kind of did, because I was kind of being forced forced to kind of draw to demand, and I don't really work really very well like that. When it's kind of, I'm on like a deadline of having to get stuff done, then I suddenly can't do anything at all. So when I'm kind of just doing stuff for fun, it's usually okay. But yeah, this picture which is I'm doing now, which is being played, this one was so difficult to draw because it's like crazy complicated. I think it actually took like 3 hours for me to do just the drawing part of this, and then hours and hours to actually ink it because there's so much detail on it. So I mean, I got some people ask me like what was some of my most challenging like art that I've done, and this one was probably one of them because there was like so much black and grey tones in it. And yeah, if you guys want to see like how any of these pictures turn out that are in my top 10, then the links are all in the video description below, because I didn't obviously want to put like the whole video in these clips because then it would stop people actually watching the video, and it would take like for ages. I got tons of Pokemon questions as well, like what are my favourite Pokemon and what are my least favourite Pokemon and stuff like that. And I think most people know that my favourite Pokemon is Rattata, and my favourite type is fire. So if I couldn't have fire, I'd then have electric, because I like electric and fire would be my two preferences of Pokemon. And as for the Pokemon I dislike the most, then pretty much all of the modern ones. I don't like anything pretty much from the 3rd generation and newer. I don't really like, unless they're like super cute. So that answers those questions. And what other questions did I get? I got a lot of questions asking about like what I would recommend, what's better, Copic or Letraset, and for that it's always Copic. If I could go back in time and just have bought Copics, then I would have done. But I didn't know about them when I started buying my markers. But they're definitely better. You're better off getting them, I think, in my opinion, than the Letraset ones. But most of the people ask me this all the time, and I give them my opinion, and then people just completely ignore me. So I don't know why people bother asking my opinion on stuff, really, because they then decide to ignore me completely. So I got like lots of questions as well about like coloured, like what kind of coloured pencils I've tried and what kind of coloured pencils I've used. And I kind of tried like most of the major kind of brands when I was kind of picking out colour pencils. I tried quite a few like different types, and ended up kind of going with Prismacolor, but I'm not too sure if I like Prismacolor or not, because they leave those horrible white marks on the paper. You have to press really hard to kind of blend that out, and if you use Faber-Castell pencils, you don't really have to do that. They don't blend quite as well, but then they don't leave that horrible, like the whiteness from the paper doesn't show through. So, but my favourite kind of pencils are definitely the Derwent drawing pencils. Those are really fabulous. They're much better than Prismacolors or Faber-Castell, so I definitely recommend them. I got lots of questions as well, like about like what my favourite kind of mediums and stuff is, and people ask me like what I'd recommend for like starting artists and stuff, like to colour with. And to be honest, I recommend acrylic paint, because that's what I used to do all of my art like in until I got markers, and I didn't get markers until I was in my kind of early 20s. So when I was at like college and university and everything, I was always using acrylic paint because it's really easy to use and it dries really quickly. So I recommend like acrylic paint or just cheap watercolour pencils. They work quite well as well. Because yeah, I've got like huge sets of watercolour pencils because I used to just use those. And I can't believe we're on like the very last video now. This is my most viewed video, and people point out all the time that I forgot to include something in this. I forgot to include Miku's tattoo thing that says 01, and I was like, oh yeah, crap, I forgot. But yeah, this was like another really big picture, like the Black Rock Shooter picture as well that you just saw. They were both done on A3, so they're like they're really large, and I can't believe how much time I spent on these. Back when I kind of cared more about my art last year than I do this year. But so yeah, those were my top 10 videos. It'd be interesting to see like next year what well, if I'm still uploading videos next year, what the top 10 will be, if it will be like the same lot that I had this year, or if it'll be like different videos that kind of take over. But yeah, so I think I answered like some of the questions there. I got so many. If you guys do desperately want me to answer a question, leave a comment or something and I'll answer it, as I kind of really didn't answer very many of the questions that I got asked. I got asked so many, it was ridiculous. So anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!